Hello everyone, Death Stimulator here, bringing you some more naval action. So today we were doing a bit of travelling down south, and we ended up having to cut back just due to bad winds, and have wound up at the settlement, which is quite a way from where we wanted to be heading, but that's alright. Anyway, we've been pounced... No, that's not good. Oh dear, got my keys mixed up. Accidentally put grape shot on. So we've been pounced on by a brig and a snow. It's going to be a fairly rough one, especially as we probably won't be able to get our guns loaded in time to hit the brig. So what we're going to do now is focus on sinking the brig, which never mind, looks like we'll be fine. Alright. So we'll focus on sinking the brig and then we'll turn our attentions to the snow. Shouldn't be too bad. Imagine only 1 or 2 volleys would be needed to sink the brig. And the brig, of course, doesn't have particularly high caliber guns, so we don't have to worry about its shots being too devastating for us. Do want to hold this course, though. Don't want to take too many shots from it. This has worked out quite well. Fairly solid broadside from the snow coming in. Well, this has worked out reasonably well. Eventually I'll remember to keep it in rolling fire. Well, not keep it, but put it in rolling fire at the start of a match. Exposing our rear a little bit here. But it'll let us keep our position, at least where I want to be. And that should leave us in fairly good stead. With a decent amount of hull strength to take on the snow. Most of our guns are still intact, which makes a nice change. Normally we'd be down quite significantly on that front. That very much looks like the brig is done. We will end up taking a little bit more fire from them. However, it's going to let us get in position next to the snow, which is worth it for the most part. Probably the impact here isn't too bad. It won't be. Anything to get them to sink a little bit faster. Stick ourselves on survival, take one more blast before we look at switching up. We're going to miss a lot, but I'm hoping. Never mind. It ended up being a complete failure. Actually, won't do a full turn here. Pop our repair. And focus on finishing up the snow. Yeah. Surprised it's going all the way over. Have been quite a reasonable opportunity for us to actually board them. But after the last time we boarded a snow, the XP to money ratio wasn't actually that impressive. And when we're travelling, at least, it's worth more to us just to sink them. pop our final repair here and just basically try to keep them on our port side. That should wrap it up. We'll be able to get a little bit of a look and see what sort of experience we're getting for a Brig in a snow. That should be everything as repaired as it's going to get. Okay. Not great. Not terrible. Money was alright. Not too much less than if we actually captured them. Probably should have taken that upgrade with us. May have had the opportunity to sell it. Now that that's implemented, that's something to consider. Man, we came a very long way back southeast. Anyway, wind is somewhat in our favour, and it always ticks around to the left, so it'll get better, and this is a perfect opportunity for us to head northwest. I just love seeing that you can actually have the shapes of the islands now. You know, a bit of topography going on. You can spot them in the distance a bit more easily. Looks like the shadows on the water are a bit more in line with the actual islands as well, which is nice. Yeah, we'll take a little bit of a break, and when we come back, we'll have something interesting to show you guys. See you all shortly. So, after making reasonable progress and taking on a Mercury, we've been cornered by a bell pull and a Trincomalee, and oh boy, a bunch of players. Chances of us getting out of this one are fairly slim, just due to the guns on the Santissima and the fact that it's a Trincomalee back there. If it's an AI Trincomalee, we might be alright. Looks like I've run into an entire fleet. This is not ideal, to say the least. Let's see, so we've got 69 guns. Yeah, okay. Well, we'll just have to see if we can outrun them or not. Fortunately, they seem to be spawning. Can we smile because we are recording? I'm going to assume that they're recording. I don't know. In any case, fortunately, they've all spawned in a long line behind us. So, provided that we hold this course, I think we're pretty set. To be honest. The only issue will be, of course, those chasers on the Trincomalee. Well, Good investment of time, I suppose. We'll hold off using repairs as long as we can. And then... we'll hold off using repairs as long as we can, and then we'll... I don't know. Repair. Hopefully be able to put some distance. The worry there is Jeffig in the... What is he in, a surprise? No, Bell. Bell, of course, that's who got us into this in the first place. To push and see if we can get like a little bit more speed. Should be able to get around 14.4 at this sort of angle. And once we're out, we're actually not too far from a neutral port that we can essentially run to. Provided they don't hit us. That's some nice shooting though by the Trink. I think it's the Trink back there that just plonked one nearly on top of us. Oh, we've taken a hit or something. I guess that did hit us. Didn't think it was worth that much to tackle a player ship, but I guess. Well, we'll make it take as long for them as possible if they are going to catch us. Unfortunately, with only 2 durability left on this Navy Brig, we'll probably have to use this as the opportunity to buy a new ship. Sell off the Navy Brig, put the upgrades on whatever we can get. As the new one, I suppose. Well, we'll see if we can luck out for another 30 seconds. Nope. Sadly, that is not the case. Actually load up double, see if we can inflict a bit of damage. Try and make the exchange a bit more worthwhile, or less worthwhile, I should say. If we can inflict enough damage, they're not likely to make much money off us. The only thing we have to be particularly careful of is they decide to board us straight up. which is certainly a possibility. Not really too much to say in this situation. I could be firing off grape against them, but any turn I'm going to do is going to expose myself too much. Rather wait, see if we can lose some of the other ships with them before we try anything like that. Not grape, chain. Excuse the background noise. Right. Of course you're not. There. Yeah, that's just obnoxious. I'll be honest on that one. Alright. Well, seeing as we've separated them out a little bit more, might be reasonable to shove chain on. Eventually I'll get used to typing with my mic in front of me. Actually reach. I don't think our carrier is going to reach 400. No, not quite. Alright, now that we've got chain set up, we'll try and cut across. Get some shots of their sails. Hey, that works for me. I'm just going to hold the wind. I don't want to give them the opportunity to kind of run at an angle and get a full range of shots off against us. At least not until I'm ready. Because the problem is now that Anton there's going to be able to get a nice array of shots without having to angle themselves too much. little bit sooner than I should have. Probably have switched up those back ones to chain, actually. Well, mistakes were made. Pop a sail repair here, try and put a little bit of distance between us. Don't mind taking a little bit of damage. If we can knock the bowsprit off, that would be ideal. Problem is, of course, they've got carronades on, so they're going to absolutely blast us. Okay, we're just going to try and shred some of their sails. Hey, there we go. Bowsprit's gone. Excellent. Now they'll have to use their other sail repair. Of course, we are going to cop a little bit of damage. Not too much though, which is good. In the meantime, we should be able to outstrip them just a little bit. And be able to start plugging some shots into the front of their ship. really just trying to manipulate it to break his bow spirit at this point. Gosh. Gonna pop our final sail repair here. Sure, we'll just say yes. We're not, but sure. It's not like things are going to get much better for us from this point. Nope. I was wondering why I wasn't doing so much damage to us. Must have been using Great before as well. Well, this is just sad. So what have we got? We have a Belpool, a Trincomalee, a Santissima, Constitution Surprise, and a Bologna ganking a Navy Brig. And it's only taken them 20 minutes. I could see it being worse. That sadly did not work out in our favour. And on 26% sail, we're not going to be able to get the requisite speed we need to avoid being. Probably have had some shots from our rear gun at the Santissima, but I doubt they'd do anything. A little bit of damage. There we go. Run down and boarded. Well, I will probably get a small ship and teleport back to Aranja Stab. If these guys patrolling in this kind of area, there's no real point in, how do you put it? No real point sticking around this kind of place. I've got a little bit of money and a decent amount of XP, so not entirely a waste. Apparently we have to pay repair costs though, which is rather vexing. So, we're at Aguadilla, or however you pronounce it. And what we'll do is probably wrap up this episode. Absolutely, we would like to teleport to Capital. Well, in the meantime, it's been Death Stimulator. Thanks very much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, do let us know, and please consider liking, commenting, favouring, or subscribing, as your support does mean the world to me. I'll see you all next time.